Hello, everyone. This is the Insert Title Show, and I'm your host, Wolf Strife. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about Brothers in Arms Road to Hill 30. This is one of my favorite World War II games of all time. It's probably the most realistic one, too, which definitely helps it be a great game because it basically involves the 101st Airborne during the invasion of Normandy. So you actually start off doing their jump on D-Day at night, and you're having to find your lost soldiers and stuff, because if you know what happened at the battle, the 101st were kind of scattered all over the place. So you gotta regroup, get together, and move on and do your mission and stuff. So it basically goes from D-Day to when the 101st Airborne took Carentan. So, yeah, definitely covers a lot, and a lot happens in this game. I mean, the characters are excellent. I haven't played this game in a long time, but I remember most of them. Like Matt Baker's the main character. You got Leggett. You got Hartsock, Corian. I think there's an Obowski somewhere in there. So it's definitely great as far as characters, and the story is very intriguing. You definitely learn to care about these soldiers and the situation. I mean, it's literally like playing Band of Brothers in a video game. I mean, it's very much like that, reminiscent of it. In fact, some of the fights that Easy Company got into, you get to get into those in this game, so that was pretty cool. So if you are a World War II buff, you absolutely have to play this game. I mean, absolutely. The soundtrack is good. The gameplay is pretty interesting. I mean, it's kind of a straight-up first-person shooter. I don't think that holds up too well nowadays, the first-person aspect, but, it works. I think this was one of the first games that I played that you got to use straight up realistic iron sights, so that's kind of interesting. Like if you're using a M1 Garand, you actually can look through the, I think they call it the ring sight or whatever, so that's kind of interesting. You can also give orders to your squads. So you can tell Corian and his 3-man squad or whatever to go over there. You can tell Hartsock to go over there. So that's pretty interesting. And Baker does hand signs and stuff too. Like he'll shout out, "Corian, over there! Red, over there!" And then when you tell him to shoot some Nazis, he'll go, "Fuck 'em up!" Something like that, which is pretty cool. Sound effects are really good in this game. I mean, I remember turning my TV up loud as hell when I would play this, and I mean, it really gets your adrenaline going. There are some boring parts in the game, but there are also some really crazy parts too. I think there's one level that you are in a cathedral, I think in Carentan or whatever, and you get the snipe from up there covering your guys who are having to defend the church from on the ground. So they're hiding behind a wall and stuff, and you're up in the cathedral having to snipe Nazi soldiers. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, it's very realistic, very cool, very heartbreaking too. I mean, this is a very serious game. I mean, you lose soldiers, and I mean, the violence in this game is very rough for the time. I think this came out in 2005, so this was a very unique video game for the time, and I think still is a very unique video game. I mean, they take violence very seriously. Like if you throw a hand grenade at some Nazis hiding behind some, some cover, it's gonna blow up, and they're gonna, you're gonna see body parts flying everywhere, like arms and legs and stuff. I mean, you really feel like, oh shit, when you kill somebody in this game. So that's respectful, and that's right, I think. So they definitely did a good job with that. Now, I did play this on the original Xbox, which was a good call. Well, I mean, I prefer the original Xbox for first-person shooters over the PS2, but there was definitely a difference in graphical stuff too. which was kind of rare for the time. I mean, usually PS2 and Xbox were kind of the same, graphically speaking, but on the Xbox version, you got to see a little bit more. Because my friend Chili and his dad played the game a lot, but they played it on their PS2, so when I went over to their house and saw them playing it, I noticed a lot of differences right off the bat. Like, there's this one part where one of your soldiers gets killed. I think basically a Stuka, like, drops a bomb or whatever, and, you know, boom, and then the next level starts, and you can go and see your dead soldier. And you gotta, like, tell your guys, hey, come on, guys, leave him. And now on the Xbox version, he's kind of like blown apart, like you can see his guts and stuff. But on the PS2 version, there's like a bullet hole in his head. It's like, what the fuck? You know, just a weird difference like that. And there's also this one part that might be the same level actually, where you get to do like a charge through a smoke screen. And on the PS2 version, there's hardly any smoke at all, but Xbox version, there's smoke everywhere. Like, you can't even see where you're going. So, there's some differences there. Yeah, I remember Chili liked the game a lot when he was a kid, and his dad was a big World War II buff, so he liked it a lot too. Yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of Band of Brothers, definitely, you gotta check this game out. There's definitely some rough moments. I mean, anyone who's played the game, I think, will never forget Leggett yelling at the German tank. I mean, that part at the very beginning of the game. Yeah, that's definitely a very unforgettable moment. So there's definitely a lot of sadness and heart and thrills and, you know, basically everything that happens in war in this game. So it's definitely an awesome game. So check it out.